That one was quite a close one, wasn't it? Well, it's all fine because I'm here. Or that's what I'm supposed to say, right? uh, yeah, still kinda working on the whole hero lines thing. Well, regardless of whichever line I use, you're safe, and that's what matters. But if you're still feeling unsafe, I could escort you to somewhere secluded. And trust me, you won't be hurt at all. I swear on my life. Sure thing. Follow me. So, I've seen you around quite a lot. No, I'm not a certified hero. In the eyes of official heroes, I'm technically a vigilante. I guess it's sort of breaking the law. I just heard the hero system was a bit unreliable. But I'm doing what I think is right, and hopefully that counts for something. Anyways, more about you. You must be pretty important, right? If you're all the way out here, there must have been something you were doing. It's a pretty dangerous area. But for a good reason, I guess. Oh, I see. Just on a supply run. Well, maybe next time get some extra security with you. Those devious villains will do anything, as long as it benefits them and throws others under the bus. They're an absolute menace to society. A shadow of their former self, and only reflecting an image of what they used to be. Of course it's dangerous fighting those people, but if it's to help save lovely people like yourself, I'm sure any price is worth it. A couple of bruises never hurt anyone. Well, anyone not invested in the fight like I am. But it's all worth it in the end. And here we are. Well, do you like it? It's my place. I'm sure that you're just not warmed up to it yet. I know we're in the middle of nowhere, but I like to think of it as my secret hideout. It's really not worth to follow me all the way here. I mean, sure, you get to know where I live, but that's just a direct route to getting beat up. Unless you're not a villain, of course, then it's a nice cup of tea. Or a pizza, if you're the delivery guy. Well, to keep it brief and short, I want you to stay over for the night. Well, of course. It might be too late to go and wander outside with all those villainous creeps. Especially some of the more predatory ones. They really bug me. They're not any fun to fight or humiliate either. It's really a no-win situation. Well, I guess somebody else does win because they get saved, but still. No fun. I'm serious. I need you to stay to ensure that you're safe. As well as I'm also a bit lonely at this time. No, wait, please. Just promise me that you'll stay. I can't have you going out at this time. I really, really need you here. Thank you. Trust me, the amount of people that don't want my hospitality and they end up on the news is frightening. There was a school teacher named Hotaru, and she insisted on leaving. I really didn't want her to, but she went against what I said. And a week later, she got kidnapped and used as a hostage. Well, it turns out they'd be planning that for maybe a month or so, and they saw this nice woman just walking around at God knows what hour it was. But they captured her, and a week later, they forced their plan. And it worked. The heroes, the police, they didn't do anything. And it blew up all on the news, saying how our hero culture is pretty much a failure. But that's just the media. I don't think there was much they could have done. When everyone else has powers that go beyond belief, there's just some actions you can't take, or even make for that matter. I hope that was enough to convince you, even though you already gave me your word. I just want to make sure you're safe. Yeah. I think I'm gonna call it for a day. I've had about enough action and enough worrying about you. So, there's a shower upstairs. I'm gonna use it. You can use it after I'm done. And I'm gonna head to bed after that. If you want to get anything to eat, the fridge is all yours. Although, I wouldn't trust my decisions to be the healthiest as of recently. Well, it's kind of hard to keep a job when you're saving people in the night and trying to work a shift in the day. Since I'm not a part of the Hero Association, they don't pay me anything. And I have to rely on retail for all of my cool, nifty weapons and gadgets. Well, good night. And where on the face of the earth do you think you are going? You told me you were gonna stay. You didn't think I'd notice that you tried to sneak out? Oh, that's quite adorable. I'm not as foolish as you think I am. It's funny how you still think you can escape. Haven't you noticed yet? You're in my world, the Shadow Realm. Oh, by all means. I could just unlock that door and let you run rampant. But you'd only find the corrupt out there. Those people who've sold their soul. They gave themselves to a life of selfish sin, and all they care about is their own benefit. You'd never find someone who'd want to help you, unless they could steal you away and keep you hostage. Sound familiar, doesn't it? Of course it's safer here. Out here, you know everyone's corrupt, everyone's a villain. But in the real world, you won't know a damn thing until it hits you. You could have suspicions of who you think may lead you astray, but only I know what's good for you. And let's be honest, I'm a hero. Out there, they make me to be this big villain. And I could never let you think that I'm a villain. That would ruin our bond. You'd never see me the same way. I wouldn't want them to corrupt your view of me. So you could still love me. That's right. Don't you feel it? The power in between us? We're both very, very lonely people. And we could go for something beyond their comprehension. They'd never understand you if you started talking to someone like me. But I know you can understand it. Don't you want that gnawing feeling to end? That emptiness inside? And I can liberate you of that feeling. I guess it's just a complicated way of saying that I love you. I love you a lot. When I first laid my eyes on you, I'd watch until someone tried to jump you, so that I know I'd save you. And then you'd be mine. You don't even have to do anything. You just have to sit here and talk to me and tell me that you love me. Can't you just put everything aside? Just for me. Just for you. Sure, I'll leave to go get food and save some people every now and then. But you should know you're always going to be the one. Nothing will ever change between us, even if I let you go. Which you should know by now, I'm not going to let you go. I'd always look after you. See, it isn't that bad, is it? It's just you and me. And you're so comfy. I feel so secure with you in my arms. Don't you feel the same way? Just thoughtless bliss as you fall into my arms. It's amazing, isn't it? Just having you here makes me feel strong. And your strength is all I need. I suppose you don't mind if I move in closer. It seems like you're enjoying this more than I am. I knew you were the right one. You make me think of all the good things I do for people and why it's worth it. Shh. Stop worrying about all those little things you had to do. I'll take care of it. Just don't let your responsibilities and anxiety take control of you. Just forget about them. Just for now. I'll make sure that everything gets dealt with, down to the smallest detail. Just for tonight. Just stand by me and forget about everything else. Because you mean so much more to me than all of those other things. You as a person is what I really love. How hard you work. How much you try to show the people around you that you love them and you care about them. How much dedication and time that you spend just for them. And when it feels underappreciated, just know that I'm always here to appreciate them for you. And it makes my heart feel more real than it ever does. You'll always be my number one. Never forget that. Did I make you blush? Oh, well, someone as snuggly as you. I don't mind making you blush. It's almost like we're made for each other. I don't know. It feels like my chest fits perfectly against yours. I guess you noticed yourself. You are not the only one blushing. I can't help it. Now that I know you're mine, I can't stop. You feel so invigorating. It's like I'm addicted to you. I wouldn't blame myself if I were. I can barely keep my eyes open. But I want to. I want to watch you the whole night. But I'm just so tired. I guess this is good night then. You're so dear to me.